So I'm interviewing Ronaldo. He works right now at Bank of America. And what is your position?
Sure. My name is Ronaldo Loyo. I'm the Banking Center Manager here at the 44th and Camelback Banking Center for Bank of America. I've been with the company almost 7 years. I've been in banking for 16 years, and my main focus and everything that I do is performance management and change management. By performance management, what I mean is that everything that we do here at the banking center, when it comes down to human capital, which is people, I have to make sure that everyone's what they do, their career set or their job set, that they're functioning appropriately on a day-to-day basis. So basically their process and routines and everything they do, from overall satisfaction with our clients to understanding products and services, how they communicate that out to our community that we serve, is 100%. So we're basically here to serve our community and make sure that we're taking care of all of their long-term investment needs, from our Merrill Lynch, from our mortgage solutions, from our small business merchant, and also our consumer retail side, which is basically all of the checking, savings, money market, CDs, and everything that we do here. And of course, on the other end over here, we have all of our teller bankers that take care of all of the transactional piece. There's another side too, which is basically the operational side, which is operations day to day, everything that we have to do for our clients and to sustain the business, and risk mitigation, which means that we have to ensure that we're protecting the assets of the bank and protecting our customers from any type of fraud. So that's basically what I do on a day-to-day.
Oh, that's good. So a little biography about you. Where did you grow up?
Yep. So a little bit about me. I was born in Chicago, Illinois, but I was raised in Guatemala. I was there for the first 11 years of my life. And then I went back to Chicago to start junior high school and high school. I always say my heart and my spirit is from Guatemala, but my business side and everything is here in the U.S. I've been in this country now for, wow, I'd say now it's going to be 27 years, and it's been just a fantastic experience and great opportunity.
Well, that's great. What did you want to be when you were in high school? What was your dream job?
Well, I'll tell you a little bit about that. So when I came to this country, I didn't know how to speak English. So it was very difficult for me to go into high school because I could hardly read. And that's, it's tough to talk about that sometimes, but at the end of the day, I ended up graduating high school with a 1.8 grade point average, and that's basically a D minus minus minus. And in the Chicago school system, they basically said, well, it's time for you to go. And, I was basically told, you might as well find a job at a factory, or you might as well go do something else because you don't have the skill sets. But I told them, I said to myself, no, I can do better. So I started at Harper College, doing all 060 level, 060, 070, 080, 090, and then 100, which is even college level. So it took me 4 years to get an associate's degree because I had to learn how to perform at a higher college educated level. Then I took my skills and I went to Northeastern Illinois University, which I studied IO psychology and human resource development in the group dynamics side, which means you basically understand people, who they are, how people work together, how to group them together and create winning teams, alongside with the industrial organizational psychology side. I took that with almost 4 or 5 years experience in banking during that time, because I went to school full-time and I worked full-time. So I took that, and then I went to the University of Nebraska and I received my MBA in performance management and change management, and all of that was really just a lot of work, in Mexico, they say, a person tiene que tener ganas, which means a lot of spirit and a lot of want to be successful. And you know, my family, my mother and my father, they both didn't have high school degrees, even from Guatemala, and they came to this country to work very hard and give us the opportunity. So that's, you know, that's a lot of my background.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, some of my inspirations were people that I met. I basically understood that I needed to let go of people that didn't really want to do anything with their life, and I found good mentors, people that were successful already, and I clung on to them. And I said, hey man, tell me what you do. Why are you so successful? What is it that you do on a day-to-day? And that's basically what helped me elevate myself, because after high school, I worked in Chicago, and I worked in a factory environment. And I was basically loading boxes and doing whatever. And one day I walked into a food store, into Jewel Osco, and I saw TCF Bank. And I said, well, what makes them better than me? And I said, nothing. It's just knowledge and understanding. And then I went to the branch manager and I said, you need to hire me. And I bought my first tie, my first shirt. We don't, you know, our culture, we didn't grow up with that. We're blue collar people. And that's still who I am. You know, I know where I come from. So, but I was given the opportunity, and I worked real hard. And that's kind of my biography, and you know, where I come from and how I've gotten to where I've, you know, kind of been. Mm-hmm.
So just to kind of speed things up.
Sure.
How often do you guys hire right here?
How often do we hire? We hire all the time.
All the time?
All the time.
That is great.
Mm-hmm.
How many people do you have employed right now?
Right now we have, at this banking center, we have about 8 people employed. That's including myself. At other banking centers, we can have up to 16. It all depends on the foot traffic.
What would you recommend this job for people like us?
Absolutely, yeah. Especially, do you speak Spanish? Yeah. Okay. I mean, especially in the Southwest, anything that you do when you're bilingual or bicultural, when you can understand business, or you can understand and hone in, you know, to the needs of the community, you can do anything you really want. Yeah, no, I would recommend Bank of America over and over. I've had a 16-year career in banking, and it's been great to me and my family.
So what advice do you have for us?
The advice that I have for you is this. Right now you're growing, so you're men, right, already, and I would tell you, don't worry about society. Don't worry about what you think society is. Don't worry about what you think society thinks of you. What are your top priorities? What is it that you want to do? And if you don't know, then I would say, make a list. Write down, be honest with yourself, what you're really great at. And you should only really be great at 1 or 2 or 3 things. And then make a list of all the things that you know you need improvement on. Do you need to read more? Do you need to get out there and shake people's hands more? Do you need to get out there and understand people more? You know, and then the other thing too that I will tell you is, this is something that nobody could ever take away from you. It's your education. I don't care where you start. I don't care if you start at any school. Whatever you need to do, start learning. And I challenge you to fail 100 times. Fail over and over again, because that means you're trying. Because if you don't try, and if you fail once and you give up, don't give up. Fail 5 times and fail again and again and again. And that's where you'll gain your experience. And that's when personal growth comes in. Michael Jordan said that he was given the opportunity, right, to take the shot in 300 games. And in those 300 games, 200 and something of them, he lost the game. But at the end of the day, he failed so many times that that's why he's so great. Nobody's perfect. And the other thing too, this is the number one thing. There's only one of you in this world. There's no other one but you. That makes you special, because you're only one person. So what I tell you is, be the best that you can be of who you are. And always be honest with yourself when you need to improve, and always be honest with yourself when you know that you're not putting in 150%, because life is tough out there. And when you get out here in life, it's going to be you against the world. in some way, shape, or form, and everyone is working to be the best. So really, really.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I just need to get some really fast.
Sure. So really be the best that you can be. And as far as what does that entail? It entails work. It entails commitment. It entails a day-to-day aspiration to fulfilling what it is that you want to fulfill. There's only one of you, no duplicate. And don't ever let anyone tell you that you can't do it. Who are they?
Yeah.
And don't ever forget that everyone has insecurities. No one is 100%. I don't care if you meet someone as confident and can walk and it seems like they walk on water. No. Everyone in this world has insecurities. Everyone has fears. It's the people that say, you know what? I'm going to conquer those fears and I'm going to get over. And I'm going to get over and I'm going to win. Those are the people that are successful. Okay?
All right, well, thank you for your time.
God bless. Be well. Absolutely.
meeting you.
Yeah.